Hello students, in the previous class we have seen the general methods of the alkenes. Today let us discuss some of the named reactions based upon how the alkenes are prepared. So today we are going to discuss here is the first one, dehydrohallucination of alkyl halide by using Sagehoff rule. Okay, whatever named reactions I am saying here, in that named reaction we are going to get two products. That two products, which one will be the major product, which one will be the minor product, we are going to discuss here. Okay, actually what we are discussing here, dehydrohallucination of alkyl halides. Dehydrohallucination means removal of HBr, HCl, HI, HF. So these are going to remove. Hydro means hydrogen, hallucination means halogen atoms. Okay, then here see here, if the dehydrohallucination of alkyl halide can yield more than one alkene, according to Sagehoff rule, main product is the most highly substituted alkene. Okay, so what is the Sagehoff rule? So here we are going to get one product. That product we call it as Sagehoff rule product. And coming to here, we are taking example when 2-bromobutane is heated with alcoholic KOH. Okay, 2-bromobutane we are taking. We are reacting with alcohol KOH. So it will give one product as 80% 2-butane, another product as 20% 1-butane. In this 80% 2-butane is the major product, 20% 1-butane is the minor product. Let us see the equation. See here, we are taking 2-bromobutane. Okay, when you add alcohol KOH, then what happening here? Here OH and here H. It is going to lose a water molecule minus H2 and it is forming as a positive charge. At the same thing, the H2O molecule can lose from here and also it can lose from here. Clear? So we are having two options. It can lose from this side, it can lose from this side. So see here, if it is losing, we are going to get, this is the product we are getting, and after losing this side we are getting, this is the product. So here the intermediate is going to form. What is that intermediate? On the top of the C we are getting plus charge, means carbocation intermediate it is going to form. Okay, so here next one, then K is left now. This K and Br is going to lose, and here this bond is there no, it can turn this side and it can turn this side also. Why? Because we are having two options. If for example this side it is turning, it is giving as a major product, which means less product, that is 20%. For example, if it is turning this side, we are getting 2-butane. So means what here? 80%. We are getting major product. So this is about Sagehoff rule. So which one we are going to get here? More number of yield. That one we call it as a major product. That is, we call it as Sagehoff rule. And in this we are going to form the here carbocation intermediate, and it is undergoing elimination reaction. See here, we are taking saturated compound, right? So this is a saturated compound and it is forming a unsaturated compound. Clear? So to this saturated to unsaturated we call it as actually elimination reactions. Unsaturated to saturated we call it as addition reactions. So coming to here, what happening? This is elimination reaction. So if you take this is as alpha, this is as beta, beta elimination is going to happen. If you take this is an alpha, this side beta, this is also a beta elimination. Okay, so beta elimination is going to happen. So means what here? This is a elimination reaction we can say. So what I have told you here, when you add alcoholic KOH, so here you are adding alcoholic KOH, there will be loss of water molecule. At the same time there will be a loss of halogen also. So that one we call it as what here? Dehydrohallucination. Okay, so coming to here, we are taking here 2-bromobutane as an example. If it is losing at right side, then it is called a primary cation. If it is losing at left side, it is called a secondary carbocation. And we don't know how to identify which. Here already they have mentioned that 80% is the major product, 20% is the minor product, but actually we don't know what is the major product, what is the minor product if the compounds is forming those like this two compounds. Okay, then how we should know? So there is a one trick I want to say here. Whenever you are using alcohol KOH, I have told you already, whenever we are using reagents like alcohol KOH, there will be a dehydrohallucination is going to take place. So coming to here, we got 2 butene and 1 butene. See here at which position we are having bromine atom. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. We are giving numbering as like this. Means what we got? 2 bromo butane we got. Okay. So the substituent where it is going to present, at second position it is going to present. And finally you see here we got double bond also at second position, not at the first. And first position also we have got, but at second position also we have got. Clear? So this is a first position double bond, this is the second position double bond, but here we got the substituent in second position. So where the substituent is present, at that position if we are getting double bond, that one will be the major product. Clear what I have told you? So once again I am repeating. See here, so the substituents, whether it may be atom or group. So see here the substituent we have taken at the second position. At second position only we are going to form the double bond. So means what here? Wherever the substituent is present, at that position only if the double bond is going to present, then only we call it as it is a major product. That one we call it as Sajoff rule. Clear I think? So this is about Sajoff rule. Okay. If suppose if the double bond is going to present at this position, then if you got double bond here, then that one will be the major product, remaining will be the minor product. And actually we know that here according to order of reactivity, tertiary, secondary, primary. Clear? According to carbocation intermediate we know that. So what is the order according to inductive effect, mesomeric effect, hyperconjugation? We know the order, the tertiary carbocation, secondary carbocation, primary carbocation. By comparing these two also, primary carbocation is less stable compared to the secondary carbocation. Clear? So this is nothing but way to find the which is the major product, which is the minor product by using the reagents. This is about Sajoff rule. Let us see next one here. Beta elimination reactions. So elimination reaction consists of two types like SN1 and SN2. So here elimination is containing of E1 and also E2. So in this mechanism what we are doing, E1 is generally depends upon only alkyl halide, not on the rate of nucleophile. Okay, here see, it is not going to depend upon the nucleophile, it is going to depend only upon the alkyl halide. That one we call it as what? E1 reaction. So the rate of reaction which depends, means the rate is directly proportional to only alkyl halide, not on the nucleophile. That one we call it as what here? E1 mechanism. And one more definition also we can say, elimination is nothing but what we can say, saturated compound is turning into unsaturated compound. We call it as elimination reactions. In this we are having two types, that is E1 and E2 reactions. So what is E1 reaction? E1 is unimolecular elimination reactions. Okay. So in this mechanism what happening here, we are breaking the CX bonds and we are losing also one hydrogen to form the carbon-carbon double bond. Okay. So let us take an example here, 2-bromo-2-methyl propane. So here at second position bromo is there and at second position methyl group is also there. So by this what we can say, 2-bromo-2-methyl propane, and it is going to react with alcohol. We are taking here alcohol. Alcohol is nothing but what? Here what should happen? Dehydrohallucination it should happen. Okay. So here see the mechanism. So what happened here? Actually we got here CH3C. Here H plus is there, no? So this is a alpha position. Beta elimination should happen, no? So here the beta elimination is going to happen. So here alpha and here beta. So at beta position what happening? H. The H is there like this, no? You can turn double bond. Then this H is going to add in the CH3OH. And the Br is lost as minus Br. Okay, minus Br it is going to lose. So then what we have got, what is the product we have got? 2-methyl propene. Second position, no? So we are having propene, 2-methyl propene we have got, and we have got here CH3OH2 plus. H2 we have got here. Plus charge we had kept. Why we had kept plus charge? Why? Because carbon valency is 4. If we keep one hydrogen, what happens? The valency is increasing. When valency increases, this reaction is going to be wrong. Okay. So when this reaction is going to be wrong, that's why to remove that valency, to remove that one bond, we had kept plus. Plus means there will be loss of electron only, no? So by this what we can say here, if we keep bond also, there is no value for that, but we had kept as a plus. Okay. Then in the step 1 what happens, see here, the step 1 is a very slow step, which one we call it as rate determining step. Okay, so what is the step 1? We have got CH3, CH2, Br, 2 bromo, 2 methyl propane we have taken, which is a slow step, rate determining step. Okay, so for this we have taken Br minus, and here we got plus charge, so which is a carbocation intermediate. This is the second step, which is means the Br is lost here. Slow step we can say here. Okay, rate determining step. After this we have added a nucleophile. To this we have added a to nucleophile we are adding H. Okay, so then what happens, this is a fast step. So then we got double bond here. This H plus came and added here, and this double bond here came here. Okay, so this is a 2-methyl butene, and here the side product is here CH3OHH. Okay, not 3 is not there here only. Okay, CH3OHH plus we got here. So this is about second step, which is also known as fast step. This is about even reaction. That even reaction depends only upon what? The rate is going to depend only upon the alkyl halide. Okay, not on the nucleophile what we have taken. Next one, let us see here, E2 reaction. What is E2 reaction is nothing but the rate is going to depend upon both alkyl halide and also nucleophile. Okay, so this is nothing but what? E2 reaction. So means what here? Bimolecular reaction. So here also we are going to take, here we are mainly, it depends upon alkyl halide. Base we call it as what here? E2 elimination reaction. If base is strong, base if it is strong, then only we can say it as a, it is going to be undergo E2 elimination mechanism. In this transition state is going to happen. So let us see in this what is going to happen in this reaction. Okay, generally in this reaction, whenever the CX bond is cleaving, at the same time the alkyl ion also will going to break. That is the reason we say it is a E2 elimination. The transition state is going to form mainly, we can say here. Okay, so if we have taken here N-bromopropane, and here we have taken alcohol in the presence of strong base like NaOH. So we are going to form the product as CH3, CH double bond, CH2, and here NaBr we have lost, and we are going to get here, we are going to lose H2O, and also ethanol, same thing we are going to have. Okay, NaBr we have lost, and from this we have OH and H2O lost. This ethanol is same thing. Okay, so this is the reaction we have got. Let us see the mechanism what is going to happen. This is the mechanism we are going to see here. So see here, CH3, CH2OH we have taken and NaOH. Here what happening? Here we have lost H2O, we have lost H plus OH minus. So we have lost H2O. So O minus is there, no? This O minus, this Na plus. Okay. So this O minus Na plus, what we are going to get here? CH3, CH2, ONA we have got ethoxide ion. Okay. So then after this what happens again? This one CH3, CH2, O minus we have got plus Na plus. Okay, so this is the means ethoxide ion. Whenever oxygen is present, we call it as oxide. So again what happening here in the third step, we are going to form the ethoxide ion. So see here, CH3, CH2OH. We are speaking about what are the reactant we are reacting, that one we are going to get. So see here what we have got, CH3, CH2OH. Alcohol we have got, and we have reacted with NaOH. Okay, so then what happens? We are going to form the ethoxide ion. To this ethoxide ion, what it is going to form? Ethoxide ion, sodium ethoxide ion we have got. Okay, so to this again we have divided ethoxide ion and we have got Na plus. So this is the reaction we have got. Leave it like that. And in the second step, you see here we have got CH3, CH2, CH2Br. We have taken 2 bromopropane. Okay, and bromopropane we have taken. And here what I have told you, in E2 reaction, same time the hydrogen and bromine, the halogen, is going to cleave the bond. So here what going to happen here? So here if you have been seen, here Na plus and Br, at the same time it is losing, and here the H, whatever it is there, it is forming as a alcohol, and we are forming as what here? Double bond. Clear? See, in this mechanism what happening? Proton transfer. The proton transfer to the base and formation of carbon-carbon double bond is going to take place at the same time. Means it is forming a bond and it is also breaking the bond at the same time. That's why we call it as what here? It is a Sajoff rule, and this product is formed according to Sajoff rule also we can say. Why we can say Sajoff rule? Because the product can form here at the first position also and at the second position also. Okay, so this is nothing but E2 mechanism. In the next class, so let us see here. We can see one more rearrangement which is known as Sajoff rule, carbocation rearrangement. It undergoes rearrangement reaction also. Rearrangement reaction is nothing but what? Migration of the bonds. That's all. Okay, we are not losing anything, but here we are rearranging the bonds. That one we call it as what? Carbocation rearrangement. So see here, 2-chloro 3,3,4 trimethyl pentane we have taken. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. So here see at this position, say 2-chloro 3,3, 4. Okay, this is also methyl group. We can write as like this. Okay, so coming to here, 1, 2, 2-chloro 3,3. This is the trimethyl, and 4, third position, and fourth position we are having trimethyl, 3 methyl groups, and we have taken pentane. Okay, so what we have added here? H2SO4. When we are adding H2SO4, what should happen? H2O should be lost. I have told you in previous class that when we add H2SO4, there will be a loss of dehydration, means H2O should be lost. Okay, so in this what happening? This H plus. So I think you have understood why we have written this CH3 as like this. This H plus, this Cl. We are not, means see here, in this reaction only the elimination is going to happen, and minus HCl is lost. We got here double bond. Now let us see mechanism how we have got. So see here, CH3, CHCl, CHCH3, CH3, CH3H. So this is the reactant we have taken. To this we have taken HOSO3H, H2SO4 we have taken. That one can be written as SO3H plus H plus. Okay, SO3H minus H plus. Then this H plus and this Cl minus HCl we have got, and here we got a positive charge which is a carbocation. Okay. So this is a secondary carbocation. We are having tertiary also. So according to order, what we can say, tertiary, secondary and primary. Okay. So tertiary carbocation is more stable than secondary, no? So that's why this is a less carbocation. If you rearrange this molecule, means what happening? A third position methyl group is there. So 1 comma shift to shift of methyl group. See here, we are shifting this methyl group to here. Then we are getting here positive charge. So what we are doing here, rearranging this reaction. Observe clearly here we are rearranging this reaction. Why we are rearranging this reaction? Because here the secondary carbocation is less stable compared to the tertiary carbocation. So here to get the tertiary carbocation, to get the more stable product, so we are rearranging this molecule. So to this we have added secondary 1 comma 2 alkyl shift we have did. Then we got for tertiary carbocation the positive charge. Again what we have to, the leftover SO3H we have taken, and for this here H plus molecule is there, no? This H plus molecule is forming as a, it is lost as a minus H2SO4 and it is going to form as a double bond, and here which is known as major product, and this is known as Sajof rule, and also we call it as carbocation rearrangement. In the next class we can see the E1CB reaction. Okay, this is about mechanism and the reactions of the alkenes. Thank you.